Good afternoon and welcome back to the 2020 PGA Championship. Pleased to be joined by Tiger Woods, who posted a third round 72 today and is currently 2 over par for the championship. Tiger, tougher conditions out there, not as much sun, some significant wind. It was a little bit of a challenge out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got windy. The greens are starting to get a little crusty. They're not really that quick, but they're definitely crusty coming into with the approaches, and the wind's definitely moving the ball on the greens when hitting putts. And Keith hit a number of good putts today that the wind grabbed a hold of, and it's going to be tough for the guys out there today, unless it calms down, towards evening.
Okay, let's start out here. Number one, Jeff.
Tiger seemed like one of those days going out, you just couldn't find that spark. Why was that?
Well, I didn't make anything, early. I had a couple of opportunities to make a couple of putts, and I didn't. They're burning edges. I had a couple lip outs, and just nothing really got the round going. And just like yesterday, I just didn't get anything going, and had to claw and fight to get my way back, and didn't really get anything going to the last few holes.
To Dan, please.
Did it feel like a stroke thing, or was it kind of the same as yesterday where you couldn't read them well or hit them hard enough? What was behind the
Well, I definitely didn't hit them hard enough, that's for sure. The putting green is a little bit faster than the golf course, and I made sure I hit a lot of uphill putts to make sure that I tried to counter that when going out there, and I just didn't trust it. I had a couple putts where I should have hit a little bit harder, and I didn't do it, and consequently the balls died off at the end.
Okay, let's go to 3.
What were you happiest with, and what were you most disappointed with?
Well, I was frustrated that I didn't get anything going early. I wish I would have made the putts I did at the end, at the beginning. I was putting for pars, seemed like on a lot of the holes, or trying to lag putt it. I got a couple bad angles where I missed a couple shots in spots that you just can't play from. Just didn't have the correct angles, and made bogeys because of it.
Happy with anything?
Happy the way I finished. I made some putts on the last 5 holes, but that's about it. That it was just a fight all day, and unfortunately, it just didn't get anything going.
Rex.
Tiger, you've made putter changes before.
Mm-hmm.
Can you wrap your mind around the idea that this isn't a putter issue, that it's more about reading the greens?
Well, it is. It's about reading the greens, and I just haven't hit the putts hard enough. My feel and what I'm seeing just aren't matching up, and getting committed to hit the putts a little bit firmer when I feel that they look a little bit faster. As I said today, and I did a lot more work on uphill putts on the putting green to make sure I offset the golf course, and still the same result.
Bob, please.
Would you put that then down to more about the course and playing here than lack of competition or lack of reps, whatever you would call it, in terms of the putting? I mean, in other words, if you'd have played a bunch, would it still be a challenge for you out here on these greens?
I've always struggled, in my entire career when the greens look fast and they putt slow. That's always been the case, and sometimes I'll add lead tape to my putter and make sure I get a little more weight to get the balls to the hole. But it's about feel and what I'm feeling in my feet and what I see. Overall awareness and how I'm reading the putts. Sometimes they just don't match up.
So you're not blaming the putter per se; it's the person.
No, I'm not. I mean, if I hit the putts hard enough, I'm making them. It's hard for me to hit the putts hard enough, and because of feel, and I putt so much by feel, and unfortunately, it's been just a touch off.
Let's zoom out, Tiger, with Doug. Doug, you're up, sir.
Tiger, you've had some cases, but not very many in your career in this position. Is it hard to get up for tomorrow?
No, I have, last round of a major championship to play and get ready for the playoffs, and we have the U.S. Open after that. So some big events to be played, and hopefully tomorrow I can shoot something in the red and get it to under par for the tournament, and hopefully I can do that.
Okay, we're going to go to number 3, please.
Yeah, this extreme outlier of a year, is there any way when you're going around that you feel that, as you go around, that 7 competitive rounds in 6 months.
Well, unfortunately, I've been there before, throughout my career. We were talking about that today. It's, Saturday of a major championship is usually pretty rowdy. This is a little bit different. As I said to you guys the other day, this is our new norm. We're gonna have to get used to this. No matter how big the event is, it's just different without the fans, and there's not as much movement. There's not as much energy. The distractions are different. I've heard a few guys, yelling at cameramen and photographers that are, 60, 70 yards away to stop moving. Normally we have thousands of people. You don't really see that. It's just almost like white noise. But this is a little bit different.
We're going to go to 4 here, please.
Tiger, as you chase Jack and as you get older, do you feel a sense of urgency as one major maybe slips away and knowing there's a finite number probably left in your career?
Well, there is. There's certainly not as many as when I first started playing. And, the reality is that, the golf courses are getting bigger. They're getting longer. The margin between making the cut and the lead is a lot smaller than it used to be. It used to be sometimes 12 to 15 shots. Now we had 9 shots, and it's just different. It's getting tighter, and it's getting harder to win events. But you look at the leaderboard and of most major championships, you see the same guys. May not be always the same winners, but you see the same handful of guys that are there, and they understand how to win major championships, how to win big events, how to plod their way along. How difficult it is to win these big events.
Thanks.
We'll go 5 and then 2. 5.
Tiger, how much different would that Masters win have been last year if no spectators were there, and would no spectators with you in contention be a negative for you?
Well, it's
because of what.
Yeah, I know. I've been accustomed to playing with a lot of people and a lot of sounds, and a lot of movement for my entire career. And some of the guys were joking with me at memorials, and now you know how we feel. We were able to go around and play 36 holes or sometimes 72 holes in peace and quiet. But it is different. But it's I just think that big events, you see the same guys, and we see Brooksy up there again. The guys who understand how to play tough golf courses and tough venues tend to be up there, whether there's crowds or no crowds.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up here with Dan, number 2.
Yeah, all the questions have sort of been about your putting. How does your swing feel? Do you feel like you're hitting it well enough to contend?
Well, I felt like the first day that I just needed to sharpen out my driving a bit. Yesterday I drove it great. Didn't hit my irons quite as good and didn't make anything. Today I didn't quite drive it as well, and I left myself in good angles, and when I missed the fairway. I made sure I missed it on the correct side, so I had the right angle. But sometimes I then would make the mistake short side, and again, I didn't make any putts early, so hence I didn't get any momentum going.
All right, Tiger, we appreciate your time.
Thanks,
Have a great day.